The university students in Nigeria have been away for more than 3 months as a result of ASSU strike, and there is no sign of resumption in sight anytime soon, despite different appeals and negotiations from the federal government to ASSU. Meanwhile, as the strike continues, Solomon Dalung, a Nigerian politician, lawyer, and an academic, speaks on the ongoing strike.
Nigeria should support ASSU and force the government to relinquish third fund to the initial concept drafted, containing the decree drafted by ASSU. You see, permit me to educate Nigerians. ASSU strike will continue to linger with us until the government of Nigeria honestly deal with ASSU. Their dealings, government has been so dishonest to the academic staff, and they always blackmail them. So they have made parents to see ASSU as evil. But in real sense, ASSU are sent. These are people who love Nigeria and said, we are not going to abandon this country to go and look for greener pasture. We will fight to make the university system better. Third fund was created by ASSU. When they started ASSU as a strike under Babangida, I am a victim of the academic crisis. I studied law for 9 years instead of 5 years. I received 4 good years of donation. But any time, any day you work me, I will stand with ASSU, because they have been able to explain their agitation for me, and I understood that Nigerian government is killing the goose that is laying the golden egg. Babangida said he negotiated with them and signed an agreement. He said he has no money to fund education, and ASSU said we are not asking for money from your budget, but we have an idea of how we can raise this money to fund education, tertiary education. And government said, okay, go and bring it. And ASSU went and drafted the Education Trust Fund Decree, which charged the profit of every company 1% into that trust fund. When Babangida left and Abacha came in, when the decree was brought to Abacha and they were on strike, he saw it as an exit. So he told us to know, if you know how to get your money and this is the decree, bring the decrees. He signed it. Education Trust Fund was established in less than 6 months, because they thought nothing was going to happen. So if it failed, ASSU should blame itself. In 6 months, 75 billion accrued into the account. Then government realized that it was a gold mine, and they called for the decree again and amended and included themselves. To cut the long story short, from 1999 till date, the National Assembly has balkanized the decree. They have removed ASSU. They have removed the trustee. They have taken over the whole thing. Money is accruing into the trust fund. None of the initial trustees recommended by ASSU that is part of it. So if you have taken over the initiative that is providing the money to service education, and you are not doing it, you want ASSU to be celebrating. ASSU has a good cause. Nigeria should support ASSU and force the government to relinquish third fund to the initial concept drafted, containing the decree drafted by ASSU. You consider it as nothing. The idea has given birth to something lucrative. You annex it now. They are sharing money there, and they're starting education. And you want the lecturers to go and sit there because they love the country, so they should go and continue to produce. Look, strike will continue in Nigerian tertiary institutions, except government honestly do justice to ASSU, relinquish the third fund and revert it back to the earlier agreement signed, because that agreement provides that after every 4 years you will review the package of the agreement, because life is dynamic, so the prices of goods will not be stable. So the end allowance will have to be reviewed, the other allowance will have to be reviewed, the provision of research grant will have to be reviewed, the provision of money for equipping of the laboratories will have to be reviewed. This is what ASSU is asking for. So what is wrong in what they're asking for? Or are you saying that it is criminal to be patriotic? Their colleagues have left. The ones that are remaining are the ones who love Nigeria, who said they will not go anywhere. I sat with one of the lecturers. When he finished explaining his predicament, I shed tears. His colleagues have gone out and they are living very well in Canada. He asked me a question. Solomon, I said, sir. He said, will he be fair to Nigeria? Having gone through this same university which he's teaching as a student, everything was available for him. He was eating free. They were washing his, dry cleaning his things. They were providing everything for him, with even allowances. For him to be a lecturer, and then in the same university, where even all these things that he had free are not there. The students are paying money, yet there are nothing for them, no materials to train them with. He said, will he be fair to this country? That is the person we are calling a criminal now, that is going on strike. So I stand with ASSU strike.